Hello. Well, welcome to another X2 live stream from the squad host. Um, I'm having some troubles with my microphone, so that's why it might sound a little bit different today. Um, Let me quickly see why everything is not helping today. Mm. Also, my cam is not there. As you can see, we have a special event today, and I tried to make it all work, but I seem to have broken it. Let me see how I can fix this. No, no. How unfortunate, huh? Hello, hello. No. Well, I'm gonna give up on the microphone for now because I think I will have to restart the program, and that's not what I want. Let me at least see if I can have a solution for this. There and there. Now that worked, at least. Okay, well, with different sound today, so we just do what works as per usual. Welcome. Yeah, what are we gonna do today? It's about weddings, and not just weddings. I actually wanted to talk about that there's so much more ways of commitments, and I think it's nice to shine a light on some of those as well, because well, marriage is of course not the only way to pledge your loyalty or make a vow that you want to stay together. And it's also not only always about a man and a woman, or a husband and wife. I think sometimes it can also be about very different things, about like sometimes two people, they come together when they already have children, and they like to make a whole ceremony about that, where there's yeah, also the children of each other's family joining in the ceremony. And one of them, I have been reading into it a little bit in the past days, and one of them actually caught my eye, and that is something that has a lot to do with something I like myself. Actually, quite high, right? Let me fix that. Oops. That might be better. A little bit. So, one of the things that I saw is about hand fasting. And now I'm a big fool for anything to do with Vikings. So, and hand fasting is something that comes from the old Nordic, but also English, Scottish, and Irish, the Celtic parts. As much as I could have read, I can of course have it here and there wrong. Hello. You should be able to see me now, right? Because yeah, I made a boo boo. Anyway, if I got it wrong, or please inform me on how it actually works, or but for me, how I feel it, um, I think that it is a really beautiful, um, a beautiful, yeah, sign, a beautiful vow. How they do it, it's a gesture um, that I can feel myself in. If I would ever marry again, it would possibly most likely be a Viking styled wedding because I think it has a very beautiful atmosphere, and I like all those ancient things. So I think we should go and design something. Then let me swap to the right. Welcome back. Nice to have you back. Sorry for the ads, those buggers. Um, I'm totally thrown off for today, so please bear with me. Studio. There we go. Now you can see it. Um, so I got up with this one and I was instantly like sold. I found this really beautiful. The idea is that you have this cord and it can be in any way how you like it. And then the hands are bound together. So it's like saying tying the knot. Um, and I find it really beautiful. It is, I don't know. This one is also nice, but I think the other one was more beautiful. Now I have been playing around in here, but I'm gonna see what our Adam can do it. I was actually working earlier on a different project. My dog ate her part of her collar, her dog tag. So yep, I need to make a new one. Dogs, right? They're great, so lovable. Now let me go here. And let's see if we can make something beautiful. Let me push you back a little bit. There. Um, a black and white illustration of hand blasting. Beautiful, creative. What else can I do? With pretty decorations. What I want to do, I want to make something, I think, on coasters. I think it's nice when the people have been there with that ceremony. You can send them home with a nice coaster so they can remember that day with that. I would like to go for a natural material like cork because it engraves really nicely. So that is what I chose for today. With pretty decorations, and I kind of want to have a text on it. So I don't know if anybody is there and has nice ideas for a text, what we can write under it. Below the text, I don't know if this one can write really well. I have not tested that. Below the text, thank you. Yeah, short, something short and sweet, so to say. Okay, come up with something. Hit me. Shall I put on some music meanwhile? I'm totally forgetting that again. Oh, it's not loud. Oh, it's loud here. There we go. I hope it's not coming over the speaker. Let me start here. There. How about this then? Now you're thinking really hard, right? About what you want on it. You know what I will do? I will meanwhile swap my laser module so you guys can see that again. And then we continue with the poem. Let's put it on the machine. And let's swap the 20 watts diode. No, let's swap the 2 watt infrared laser to the 20 watt diode. I have to turn it off. Let's see if I can give you guys a little bit more light. So let's see if it's visible like this. There we go. So I'm going to first take off these screws on the top side. This one. And you probably can't hear me so well now because my microphone is all the way on the other side. So I'm sorry for that. Let me take a little needle. Let me put it all the way up and then there we go. One. Here we put on this one, and we place this one in the little hollow part. Then we slide it down. Put the screws back in. This one. Number 2. And we put the needle back in. Magnets. And that's it. Now we put the machine back on. And now it's ready. Okay, let's go back to the studio, because now we will see that the studio says that if I can confirm the switch from the 2 watts to the 20 watts. So yes, that's what we just did. So let's do that. Okay. These hands we bind are not confined, but joined in love in heart and mind. A promise made, both strong and true, to walk life's path, just as two. Through light and dark, in all we do, I choose this life and I choose you. That's really beautiful. Now, I think that's going to be though slightly long on the coaster, unless we do the... Wait, we can do it on the other side. That's actually a nice idea. So I'm gonna put it with the hands. Thank you for thank you for being there on our unique, special, lovely day. I don't know. My brain is mush today. Thank you for making our special day extra special. Yeah, that's also right. Thank you for celebrating with us on this very special day. Thank you for celebrating with us on this very special day. Click. An engraving design, please. How's the music coming through? Is it not too loud? I'm salty about my microphone though. Oh, that is very intricate. Please make the design more minimalistic as it will be engraved on work. Maybe I should have said 1 on 1 as a ratio. Maybe. While we are waiting for that to come on, I can maybe. Hello. Hey. Hello, hello. Still not working. Huh? And what if I throw it out? Yes. And I make a new. I can't. No, I messed it up. Sad. Let me see what this one's. It's also beautiful, but it is a minimal cork friendly version, but I don't really think it's so. We try these in a 1x1 format. Oh! You. Yeah, let's stretch. Oh. That's actually a good idea because I have been stiff from work really, really badly. What about this? But it's not really a beautiful hand fasting one. Hello, Gnome. Nice to have you here. So I sound German. No, I'm actually Dutch. I'm from Holland. Oh, I don't know what I am anymore because I've lived in Germany and now I live in Denmark, so. I'm from the world. No, it's not a country. I agree. It's part of the Netherlands. Yeah, okay. Then I now get twice the same. I'm being trolled. Now I'm sad. So where are you from, Gnome? Virgil van Dijk, yeah. Can I give it an example? I can give it an example. me do this and then this. And then we're gonna do here. I'm just gonna give this as an example. Desktop. And Marco verbaste, yeah. Why does everybody always know all those names? I saved it. I'm so easy to distracted today. It's super funny. Oh goody. I did not give it a name, did I? It is a terrible day. Let me get back in here. Just gonna redo it. Elegant black and white. Okay. Now I know where I am. Daphne Schippers, dat zegt mij helemaal niks. Okay, I'm saying that it has to use this. Oh, she's a runner. Okay, I don't really watch a lot of sports. I like to more be busy myself, crafting or gaming. And I have a terrible memory, so I forget all the names. I'm happy I know what the names of my kids are still. Well, now that is really funny. Now I just made this. I'm being trolled here. At the text that I mentioned earlier. I don't know if it's that intelligent that it understands now what I mean. But this is how we find out. Okay, it understands it. We're doing some intelligence tests here. Thank you for celebrating with us on this very special day. I think this is fine. Let's edit this. So I could have done it myself with my own text, but I wanted to have a text that was like combined with the image so it would fit to it. I'm not 100% sure if it's what I want, but can I do the cutout? Don't really need to do it actually. No, that will be too sparse. So I'm just gonna go to adjustments and I'm gonna say grayscale, and then I'm gonna crank up this part. So the black is gonna be darker and the white is gonna be lighter, so it will not do all the gray zone there. And this way you get like a more stronger black lining. all those super tiny details are hard to see anyway on cork, so that is fine when it becomes a little bit simpler. So let's make it like so, and then we're gonna go to crop image. Just gonna make it, I'm not gonna cut anything off. That's what we're not gonna do, because we're gonna put it very close to everything. Save. Now if I want to be a little bit more precise there, now I can see through a little bit more. So how big is my, let's take one of my 100 measurement tapes. I always forget how big it is. This is 94 millimeter. Oops. So what I will do is I'm gonna create a circle. I'm just gonna keep shift pressed and then I just make one. And I will just type in 94. So this is then the size that it's gonna be. This one I'm gonna turn off, so the output is off. This way I am 100% sure that this is gonna be the size that it needs to be. So if I'm gonna measure it later on, I know how big I have to be within. So let's put this here. Now I'm gonna put it a little bit higher. Should I make something below it? Nah. I think this is fine. So I'm gonna place the piece of cork in the machine now. Here. I'm gonna put one on there. There. And then we're gonna measure. So we click the auto measure and it's gonna drop the needle again. Go. Now I'm gonna set this one. I hope I'm gonna make it in one go right. So using the circular one. We choose 3 spots. 1, 2. Not sure if that went all the way how I wanted it. Now this should have the same size-ish. Okay, I'm okay with this. Now we're gonna choose the material. And well, this is cork. Round cork coasters. That sounds just fine to me. Okay. Let's see what the settings do. I have no processing result. Why not? %, 170. I think that is fine. I have tested this before. Wait a second. There you go. This is what I tested before. So this is what we're gonna try it from. So it says 10%. I think we can easily go with 15% because I think 10 was too light. And 150 speed. So we're gonna go 50 with 150. So this is specifically for my machine and to my taste. This is how I like it. So I went with the middle one here. If it wants to sharpen today. I will show it in a moment. Trust me. Now we're gonna close the lid. And let's press process. And we're gonna say start. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Now, while that is going, I'm gonna press minimize here. Why is everything is off screen today? There. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. When something goes wrong, everything goes wrong. And that's just how it is. We had the text from Greyborn. And we're gonna add the text, so we press on the T and we click, double click in it and Ctrl V. Now this is gonna be really long. So we're gonna have to make that the joint in up right. To walk less past path plus 2. Let's put it on engrave so it's easier to see. Still gonna change it a little bit so it becomes a little bit more rounded. Here we can now we're gonna see a different font. I think I want to have something that feels a little bit Celtic? Can I say that? Celtic? I wanted to have it's actually beautiful, but I think this one is going to be too thin for cork, so it will not come out nicely. This one might. This is a bit more round. That's nicer, I think. It's a little bit of a heart shape, right? Which is kind of nice because it kind of fits the shape of the hands like that. Let's see how it turned out on the machine. Yeah, that one's beautiful. That's really nice, right? Now let's turn it around. Let's make sure that it's straight. Don't want to put anything on the top. I don't think it's going to be blown away. Yeah, I'm just going to put it between those. Now we're gonna have to do the measurement again. So we're gonna turn this one off. We're gonna move it aside. And we're gonna first do the mark processing area. Now I'm gonna use the polygon one so you can see what's the difference. So I'm gonna set a lot of dots, but it gives me quite an accurate idea of where it is instead of based upon 3 dots. It's a little bit more work, but it gives a really good idea on the exact middle. And I will need that now. So if I put one wrong, the other ones will kind of make up for it. So I have so many different measurement points. So, close the lid again. Now you see my circle is not super pretty, but that is why we have my other circle. So we see where this needs to be, because we know that that is the right size. So we can easily put this in. Now you see it's actually already slightly too big. I'm just gonna put it a bit smaller. This is the middle, it says. Doesn't feel like it, does it? Well, it's the middle because this and that, but maybe I just put it low. No, don't line it up on this. So if you have multiple things on your canvas, it will automatically see to line up with the other things. So that you sometimes have to be aware of. So I kind of want to make this like so. I'm gonna ask it, create me a simple, pretty card fitting to the last image. There. I think that's pretty. Should have asked it to make it a vector, right? Let's trace it. Oops. I'm not gonna do difficult here because it's gonna be too tiny. Just gonna delete that. Smaller. Up. Let's say engrave. No, I'm just gonna keep it straight because the text is also straight. See, now it's lining up again with that. That's not what I want. Go away. I'm trying to see if everything lines up nicely. Is it lined up? I think it's lined up. I find it a bit difficult to see because of the dots now. I'm gonna put this one a line horizontal. That's all aligned. So let's just put this one. This one goes faster because I didn't set the right settings yet. So we're gonna go with power. Did I choose 16 on the other one? No, I did 15. 15, 150. So it's a little bit slower, so it will take a little bit longer now. Here we do have a result. So here you can see how it will end up. I'm just gonna go with this. Give me 15. And we're gonna say process. And let's press start. Oh, look how beautifully fast that goes. Hope you guys can see that well. Can't zoom in further though, sadly. I think it's really nice to see how smooth that just pops on. And what is really nice about this is like a design like this, you can already make it like such. And then later on you can personalize it with extra names on it or extra decorations as you want it. So you can already prepare this if you want to sell those. Yeah, I actually wanted to discuss some more different commitments today, but I think I'm gonna keep it at this one because there's really a lot of beautiful commitments. I spoke to a friend of mine from Bangladesh and he spoke about traditions with beautiful colors that are being thrown, and I could not really figure out what I wanted to make for that yet. And I also have been researching on more other types of commitments because these days not everybody feels that just only marriage is the way how to promise one another that you want to stay together. And I think there's a lot of beautiful ways that can be done. I also saw something about a Chinese tradition. I actually want to ask more into that. It's like a tea ceremony. Was also very interesting. I think there's also a lot of beautiful products that can be made for that. So maybe I'll do that one soon. Research a little bit more and see if we can make some designs for that. Now let's see how this one turned out. Waiting a second before until the exhaustion is done. Otherwise it's gonna ping. No, I think that is really beautiful. Let me see if I can bring it to the other camera. Having some technical problems today, so everything was that you have those days. Tomorrow I'll be also back, but then we're gonna actually do research, and that's gonna be a lot of fun because I already pre-researched the research because I wanted to know, okay, like what am I gonna do the next weeks for the streams, because I'm gonna just keep coming back here. And Um, I was researching what can I do that is nice. What fits to this month or this week. And of course, I have been doing a lot about the autism awareness. Today we strayed off of that a little bit because there are some people in our midst that are all gonna get married, and it's all very nice. So um, it's very nice to take part in that. Um, and I came across celebrations I never knew existed. But I'm not going to tell you yet. I will tell that tomorrow. I will tell you what I found, and it is actually super funny to see how many different and remarkable celebrations are there. So, well, my other cam doesn't want to play along today, so I'm just going to leave it at that. My dogs are also getting excited today. So I'm just gonna show it like so, or let me come on the other. There. I'm sure it's gonna focus today. Or not. There we go. Now you can see it. There it goes again. Oh. Yeah, that was a little bit faster. And here is the other side. I think it became really beautiful. And I think this is very symbolic. And I love things that are very symbolic. I'm a romanticist. If you didn't do it yet, still fill out the form that you can find with that QR code, because they give away €100 voucher for the people that has been on the stream today and filled it out during that time. So you're gonna be lucky because I have a very calm stream. So you have a lot of chances. So anyways, with that said, I'm gonna leave it at this, because for the first time ever I made it within the hour. So thank you for today, but I'll be back tomorrow and we're gonna do something very fun. I'm gonna tell you what I found. So thank you for today and see you tomorrow.